All right. Testing, testing. 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4. Can you all see me? Most importantly, can you all hear me? What's going on, people? What's happening? What's up? What's up? Ooh, I don't know why this is a little out of place here. Let me just wait, no. Let me scooch over this way. There we go. Oh man, got to get myself back into the live streaming angle as opposed to the video recording angle. What's up, people? What's up? Test, test, test. How's the audio sound, guys? Can you hear me at a comfortable level? Do I need to increase the gain? How's it sounding, everyone? Probably should have cleared my voice before we started this, but hey, what is a Neo live stream if not unprepared? You know? Audio sounding all good? Excellent, excellent. So let me just go ahead and pop out this chat right quick. All right, I'm seeing a lot of the homies here. Okay. Let's see. Roll call. What's going on? Me, Waggler, Jeffrey, the homie Hustle and Motive 8. Oh, speaking of Hustle and Motive, I'm a bully you in a couple minutes, bro. You already know what this shit's about to be. B Reed, what's going on? Asbel Lance, good to see you, brother. 5000. Happy Friday to you too, my friend. Lucky Diamond, Dimwit Monkey, what's going on, brother? Wolf of Darkness, Amazing JD, James Lewis, Zion, one of the two. We got Rhino 242 year from Brooklyn. Oh shit, that's funny, bro. One of my homies is actually named Rhino as well, but he's from Queens, so y'all might have to battle it out. Battle of the boroughs. Alan V, what's up? I know I'm gonna mispronounce your name. I'm so sorry about this. Ilias Bell. Let me know down below how to pronounce that so I can get it right the next time. Weeb Slayer, what's going on? Always doing a good thing, slaying those weebs. K Black the Enigma, what's up? Apple Sauce, Snorlax, Matthias. I think it's Matthias. Well, that's how my friend pronounces his name, Matthias. But who knows? Some people might pronounce it Matthias. I don't know. Hey there, I'm new to the channel. Well, hopefully I did not butcher your name, because I butcher your name, that means this man's going to unsubscribe. But what's going on, brother? Welcome to the channel, man. Thank you for subscribing. Chad, what's going on? Jamal Harris, Robert Slade, Zap Black, CPK, Anime Game Nerd. What's going on? I'm seeing a lot of the homies tonight. That's what's up. That's what's up, y'all. Okay, thank you. Thank you for all the audio checks, guys. You know how it is being a streamer. I just want to make sure everything is good on my end for you guys, so that way, you know, when you're listening to this shit, you can actually hear me. Because the worst thing you could have as a streamer is have a whole stream where you thought that shit was amazing, and then you go back on the playback and you find out, oh man, my audio is peaking, or even worse, oh, people can't even hear you. Rhino 242, it's me, bro. Hey man, listen, who knows? You could be another Rhino from another borough, Angel. Your wife let you off house arrest? What's going on, bro? And I already know in 3, 2, 1, he's gonna say this fucking guy got jokes today. I do got jokes today, man. It's Friday. I'm feeling pretty good. Matthew, what's going on, brother? What's up? Good to see everyone. We're gonna do the intro in a little bit. But let me see. There's a couple of questions I'll answer before we get started. Have you watched this week's episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier? No, I have not, Lucky Diamond. I've had a busy day. But I'm going to end off my night watching Falcon and Winter Soldier. I'm so excited, man. And for those who are wondering, no, I'm not going to discuss spoilers until the show is over and we do a spoiler cast. But it's getting really good, man. Last week's episode was fucking insane. Oh, man. I hope you're doing good too, Robert. Oh, snap. He's here early. Hold on. I gotta prep my vocal cords for this one. Coming in straight from Canada, we got Colin, my boy. What's going on, Colin? What's up? NKDN, how you doing, brother? White Hawk. Thanks for not spoiling the show. I haven't seen today's episode yet. No, I don't do that, White Hawk. Unfortunately, I got spoiled last week. One of my homies actually posted, I'm not going to say what shot it was, but if you've seen the episode, it's the money shot. he posted that as his cover photo. And what was the first thing I looked at when I opened up Facebook at 7 a.m. in the morning? That. So I was like, oh, fuck. Yeah, some people, they just can't, like, I don't know what it is, man. Like, I understand being excited about a show. I understand wanting to express that excitement about a show. But when you go so far as to take something that literally just dropped 2 hours ago and then post it as a spoiler, I don't know, man. I can't get down with that shit. I can't. Hey, Grant, what's going on, bro? We getting litty with the stimmy. Oh, snap. Grant's about to make it rain. Oh, man, you better save up some of that money, man. We got some games coming out soon. Do you watch Snowfall? I do watch Snowfall. Well, I've seen the first 2 seasons. I am really behind on the show, but then again, I just started it a few months ago, and I'm trying to watch that along with some other shows as well. But it's a very good show, man. Like, I didn't know what to expect getting into it, because I remember when I saw the promo for the show a few years ago, and I looked at that shit and I thought, oh, great, it's another one of these. I'm going to become a kingpin. I'm going to become a drug boss type shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of those shows are becoming a dime a dozen. But I started watching Snowfall. And, bro, from the rip, that show just gets crazy, man. And anyone who is there's a certain point in the show where you get to it, and that will determine whether or not you stay hooked with the show. And for me, that bit happened towards the end of season 1, and I was like, okay, yeah, I'm all on board with this, because I already like the show, but then it keeps ramping up, man. Shit gets crazy. And I know I'm just speaking like buzzwords now, but I don't want to spoil anything, because that's the type of person I am. Grogu's got some drip in the background. Yes, he does. He's got this is some family drip, actually. I'll explain about that in a second. But it's past 7:20, so we've started the stream. What's going on, people? Ladies and gentlemen of all ages, races, and ethnicities alike, welcome back to the channel. If you're tuning in for the very first time, my name is Neo, and thank you guys so much for joining me. Before I finish up this intro, I know some people have probably noticed, I haven't really mentioned it on the streams, but anyone who's seen the past, not like the past 2 streams, but any of the streams that we were doing beforehand, y'all might have noticed that I was either doing those streams with no glasses, or I was wearing a broken, busted pair of glasses. And that has to do with the fact that, for the longest time, I've been trying to get myself a new pair of glasses, but I'm that type of person that's very particular with the style of things. So back in January, I went to my eye doctor to order some pairs, and for whatever reason, it's like God's looking out for me, because the pairs that I ordered, I really wasn't fucking with them, but I needed a pair. So I was kind of like, okay, I'll just get this pair. Funny enough, when they actually went to go get that pair ordered and everything, because, I have a special case, so I have to have it shipped out, and then they do whatever they have to do with it and send it back. They ended up fucking up the lens. And I was like, damn, that sucks. It's going to be delayed even longer. Fuck, this is terrible. You know what? Just fucking cancel that whole order. I'm just going to come back in and pick a new frame. So I went back, ended up picking up 3 new frames instead of just 1, and this is one of them right here, as you guys can see. This is my primary pair I wear. This is Ralph. You guys already know about that shit. Ralph Lauren. I got a Burberry pair, and then I have one specifically for the gym. But yeah, some people might notice, like, damn, Neo, where's the glasses with only one leg? You know what I'm saying? I don't got that shit no more, man. We finally leveled up after me being lazy as hell and then breaking my glasses. So we got new glasses in the house, y'all. That's not even that big of a deal, but it is something funny, because every time people came to the stream, it was either me with no glasses or me with that busted up pair. But hey, you got to do what you got to do when you got to see. We got a $5 super chat coming in from Gustavo Bravo. I didn't even get to finish the intro. Thank you so much for that, brother. Gustavo says, just got my first COVID vaccine. Feeling a little tired, but I just finished Persona 5 Strikers, and I bought Yakuza 0. Breaking Bad is the freaking best, no question. So this man, Gustavo, just threw a whole bunch of greatness in there. Well, first things first, man. Congratulations on getting that vaccine, bro. I know, because I haven't gotten the vaccine just yet. I'm just kind of waiting for everybody else to get it before I go. I'm going to go last minute. That's how I do everything in life, last minute. But I know, like, from people in my life who've gotten that vaccine, most of them, they're fine after the first one, but when they get that second dosage, they they're just out of commission for days, man. So that's kind of where I'm at right now because I just got over a cold a few weeks ago. So the last thing I want is to just be fatigued for like another 3, 4, 5 days. So I'm just going to take my time with that shit. But yeah, man, I'm glad to hear that you're doing well. Persona 5 Strikers is a game on my list. I just have to finish up Persona 5 Royal first. And that's taking a fair bit of time because I'm going through Yakuza Like a Dragon. And I don't like to play too many JRPGs at the same time. I am not anime gaming nerd. That guy is a god, and he can just play everything at once. But for me, I'm just focusing on one JRPG at a time, and then a game that is a palate cleanser, so I can focus on finishing some games while I work on this long-ass game, that being Yakuza Like a Dragon. And yes, Breaking Bad is one of the best TV shows of all time, if not the best TV show next to The Sopranos. But yeah, man, it's... like, I just rewatched Breaking Bad last year, in fact, after not watching it since the series wrapped up. And, man, that show, watching it... So, when I first started watching Breaking Bad, I was very late to the party. I got on board, like, around season 3, and then I was taking my time catching up with the episodes up until the point where I ended up getting really hooked to Breaking Bad. And I shit you not, you guys, I caught up to the second to last episode 20 minutes before the finale ended. So I was literally rushing out of work that Sunday night because I had to go home and watch Breaking Bad. Then I could sit down and watch the series finale. And that was actually the first time I watched a series finale for a show that wasn't something that was already already produced and finished years ago. So like as a kid, I used to watch like Toonami and Dragon Ball Z and Yu Yu Hakusho and all those shows, and I would see the final episodes airing on TV, but those shows already ended years ago. And mind you, I was a kid. I didn't know that at the time. But it's a different thing entirely when you're watching like a big show, a monumental show like Breaking Bad, and you're watching it with everybody, and we're all on Twitter. And it was just one of the fondest moments, man. And to this day, I still have not come across a show that's on the level of Breaking Bad. I've come across a lot of really good shows. Like right now, The Expanse is just hitting for me. But nothing really on the level of Breaking Bad, bro. And for good reason. Well, to be fair, Better Call Saul, but I kind of consider those all part of the same story, the same universe. So I guess Better Call Saul, because it's the same people working on it. But yeah, man, Breaking Bad. If you guys have not watched Breaking Bad yet, watch it. It's 5 seasons of just incredible, incredible, incredible entertainment. And then he also mentioned Yakuza 0 here. Damn, Gustavo Bravo with all the good taste. Look at that. And then we got Flame coming through with a $2 super chat. Great Friday indeed, Flame. Playing Octopath and listening to Neo. Hey, appreciate that, man. You got some greatness going on the stream and on the Xbox. That's what's up, brother. That's what's up. So yeah, let's finish up this intro right quick. So yeah, you guys, it's time for another Ask Neo session. If you are unfamiliar with what Ask Neo is my, at this point, regular Q&A series where you guys ask me questions and I try to the best of my ability to answer them. Usually works out pretty well, but other times it takes me 40 minutes to answer one question because, yeah, I got some really good questions and I want to give some time to it. Before we dive into tonight's stream, there are a couple of links of interest that I want to direct y'all's attention to. So down below in the video description, you will find all of my social media channels from Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, in addition to the Patreon page and the Discord community. So down below is basically if you want to get in contact with me for whatever reason, if you want to support the channel, if you just want to follow me on Twitter and see my terrible hot takes, you can do that. And other than that, this is going to be a pretty chill stream, you guys. Everybody knows how it is for the most part. You're free to ask any questions. There's really no limitations whatsoever other than the fact that, like I said, I'm only one person, so I can only get to as many questions as possible. And the super chats are a way that if you really do want your question answered on stream, you can do that. I'm not one of those people who only reads and prioritizes the super chats. I try my best to get to everybody, but because people have donated money, of course, I'm going to give them priority. And that money gets reinvested back in the channel so we can do a lot of fun things in the future. But yeah, anyways, go ahead and answer some questions, you guys. Answer some questions, ask some questions, and I'm just going to do a scroll and blast. All right, so starting back at the top, let's see. So yeah, to answer Jason's question from earlier, this thing that I got on Grogu right here, or Baby Yoda, whatever you want to call him, this is actually a, what the hell is in, oh, a piece of something was in my hair. That's weird. It's like maybe I got a bird in my hair or something. I don't know. So this little piece that I have on Grogu is actually it's a necklace slash bracelet that you can retrofit it to be a bracelet, that my grandma gave me, before she passed away. And she gave this bracelet, necklace, thingamabobber to all the men in the family, and for all the women in the family, she gave white pearls. And basically, when you translate everything on there, it's meant to be it's like a protection phrase in Amharic. And she just wanted me to carry that with me wherever I go, or basically just keep it safe to me. Now, my grandma passed away, this June is about to be 2 years. It's crazy how time flies. And I actually just found this necklace a few months ago, in fact, because I remember when she gave me the necklace, I had it here in my room, and you guys know how it is. If you have messy rooms, sometimes shit just gets lost in the shuffle. So I guess it was in a drawer at one point, and when I was cleaning my room, I ended up finding it, and it brought back a lot of memories, man. And that was a very emotional Sunday night. And, it's just a reminder that even though these people are gone, they're still with us. And pieces like this, memorabilia, is a great way to just remind you that just because they're gone, it doesn't mean that you can't still remember them in a fond light, in the most positive of ways. And remember that whatever they taught you, the lessons, you still carry them with you as you go forward into your life. So that's the story of that. I actually keep it on Baby Yoda because, I love this little Baby Yoda. And I think it makes a good backdrop for the video, because it shows things that are important to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, amidst all this stuff right here, like the Persona Collector's Edition, the Dragon Ball Wall Scrolls, and yada, 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 you see a part of me right there with that little piece. It's got a story to tell. Okay, all right, so let's see. Okay, we got a lot of Snowfall fans in the chat. There we go. Snowfall is like one of those shows where I started watching it, and then I found out that a lot of other people watched it too, but nobody really be talking about Snowfall like that. Like, I see it, but not to the level of wide mainstream appeal, and I don't understand why, because Snowfall is better than a lot of the shows people hype up these days. All right. Let's see. Have you seen the Lost in Space remake on Netflix? I have not seen it yet. There's so much stuff that's coming out these days, you guys. I can't keep track of it, man. Like, I just started watching, what's the anime called? Horimiya? I believe that's how you pronounce it. I started watching the dub. Well, I started watching the dub like 2 weeks ago, and now I just really started catching up with it yesterday. Very fucking good show, man. Very good show. Got to make sure to get those Urkel glasses. Oh, no, I'm going to need you to get those Urkel glasses, Jason. That's what the world needs. Super Saiyan 3 vaxxed Grant now, by the way. Hey, okay, Grant, I see it, brother. I see it. Okay, everyone's getting vaccinated up out here. Okay. Yeah, everyone's talking about that Hades port, man. I'm so surprised that they haven't announced Hades for Game Pass yet. Like, I don't know what they're waiting on. Maybe they're waiting for a surprise. Maybe they're waiting for a shadow drop announcement. Hold on. One sec. One sec. Yeah. Hades is a fantastic game. If you guys have a Switch or you have a PC. Wait, is Hades on PlayStation yet? Hades, it should be on PlayStation by now, right? If not, I don't know what the fuck PlayStation, Xbox are doing. That's like one of the most, like, if we're talking critically acclaimed, popular, wow, indie games of the past couple of years, Hades is right up there. I'm continuing reminiscing Smallville. I'm at the final season. Oh man, Smallville. I remember those days. I liked aspects of Smallville, but if I'm just looking at it from beginning to end, it's just, man, it's kind of like How I Met Your Mother in the sense that, it's an interesting concept, but man, it gets so boring. Like, they keep like How I Met Your Mother kept prolonging the reveal of the mother up until the 9th season. Smallville is basically, it starts out being a story of Clark Kent and his adventures with all these people, but you really want to get to the Superman stuff, and then they kept dragging that shit out, and then at the final episode, you're just like, what the fuck? Oh, God. I will say though, Smallville has the best on-screen interpretation of Lex Luthor to date. So good, man. Michael Rosenbaum, so good. Okay, I'm seeing some Persona fans. Colin's saying, let's make this stream go on for 4 hours. Oh, those are those summer days, boy. Those summer days, man. Fun times, man. Fun times. But these days with everything going on, I got to limit my streams to around 2.5 hours. So that way I'm not completely, as the English folks say, knackered by the time I get off stream. Because for anyone who streams who notices this, after you're streaming for like an hour, 2 hours, you start to get a little fatigued. And depending on what you do afterwards, like how demanding it is, it could just wipe you out. Like whenever I would finish streaming for like 3-4 hours, guys, I was just beat, man. I just made some dinner and then I went to bed, bro. Oh, we got a couple of super chats coming in. We got $2 from the homie Pierre the Gamer. Finally beat Yakuza 0 and Majima is a badass. Yo, that's what I'm fucking talking about. Yakuza 0 love in the chat. That is awesome between you and Gustavo. Oh, God. Yakuza 0, again, it's a top 10 game this past generation for me. And when you get to the end of that game, you get so excited to play everything else in the series, man. It's like one of the best prequels I've ever seen. And then we have a $10 super chat coming in from Robert Slade. 5 dormant Sony IPs. Sly Cooper, Jak and Daxter, Resistance, Siphon Filter, and SOCOM. One gets killed for good, no chance of revival. Which do you kill? P.S. My condolences. Lost my nan 7 years this September. Well, thank you for that, brother. Yeah, it just... I mean, the older you get, it's true what they say. You really got to prepare yourself for loss, because while you're getting older, everyone around you is also getting older, and everyone who's older than you is getting older. So the past like 6-7 years has really taught me a lot about loss and losing people. And it's never one of those things that gets easier with time. It never does. It never does, despite what people say. But the important thing is you just remember everything that they taught you, and that's what matters the most. But to answer your question, so one gets killed for good, no chance of revival. Between these 5 IPs, I'm gonna be honest, between these 5 games, it's a tie between... Oh, no, I can't say that. Okay, you know what? Resistance got to get the fuck up out of here. Resistance has to go. It's a great sci-fi shooter, but if I'm being honest, there's like they're a dime a dozen these days. Like we can get games like Resistance done at any other studio. Games like Siphon Filter flat out don't exist anymore, so we got to keep that shit in the mix. SOCOM, like the only game that I could really compare to SOCOM, and it's not even the same, would be Rainbow Six Siege. So the more of that in the genre we need. Jak and Daxter, duh. And Sly Cooper, duh. So yeah, Resistance, nah, we don't need no more Resistance. And that's coming from a big Insomniac fan. I enjoyed Resistance, but compared to the other 4, nah. All right. Yeah, I've heard a lot of good things about Horimiya. Like, I'm enjoying it, but to the point where like everybody else is right now because they're sad that there's no more episodes coming. I'm sad. Like, I'm sad for you guys because I know that means I'm gonna be sad once I finish. Oh, absolutely, bro. Siphon Filter. Listen, there's a whole man. Listen, no hate, but when I found out that Bend was working on Days Gone instead of Siphon Filter, I was like. And then when I heard they're doing a new IP, I'm like, oh, like what is it about Siphon Filter that nobody wants to work on it? What is it about Siphon Filter, Splinter Cell, those kind of games where people are like, no, like, man, I just depressed myself with that question, Robert Slade. Just depressed myself. Okay. Let's see. All right, so going back down the list. Man, I'm curious. How would you explain what dignity consists of? So honestly, the way I would answer that question, like what does dignity consist of? I feel like dignity goes hand in hand with your morals and your ideals and your word being your bond. So whenever people say, don't you have a shred of dignity in yourself? I feel like, excuse me, I'm drinking seltzer water right now. So, carbonated bubbles. I feel like when people talk about your dignity, right? What it really comes down to is respect for yourself. So everybody's dignity is going to look different depending on what we're talking about. And that's the best way I could describe it, Like my dignity is going to look very different from somebody else's dignity, Who's seen Hereditary? Oh, God, that movie. Great movie. Everyone should see it. I think it's still on Amazon Prime Video. Thoughts on the Resident Evil 8 showcase? Okay, so without gushing over the game too much, I think that Resident Evil 8 has the potential to be the best game in the series. I have not been this excited for a Resident Evil game since, well, I can't really count the 2 remake because that's a remake of an already great game, but I haven't been this excited for a Resident Evil game since I was a kid. And even then, man, can you really, like, at least for me, I was born in the early 90s. So I was a kid and I never really had an opportunity to be hyped for Resident Evil 2 and 3 because, I was young as fuck. And by the time I played them, the games were already out for like a year or two. So this is like the first Resident Evil game where I'm just like legitimately hyped and excited and pumped for it. No questions asked. Like Resident Evil 5, I was looking forward to, but I already knew that they were taking a very different turn by comparison to the previous games in the series. And then Resident Evil 6, I didn't buy because I'm like, no, I can't do this. Alrighty. Let's see. We got $3.99 super chat coming in from Rhino242. No, I'm Rhino54 from Queens, Outriders. Hey, man, listen, there's too many rhinos in this chat, bro. There's too many rhinos in this chat. Wow, this sounds like politics. Bro, I know who you are. Duh. Oh, appreciate the super chat, brother. Thank you so much. And we got a $6.99 Canadian super chat coming in from Colin, my boy. Can you speak much Amharic at all? If yes, would you be so kind to speak some for us on stream? I also sent you my Blu-ray collection on Discord. Ooh, thank you, Colin. I will check that later tonight. And as far as Amharic is concerned, I speak the language, but very, 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 very few phrases. Like I can do sentences. I can get by in terms of like hellos, how are you doing? I make it a goal every single language. I at least want to ask the simple questions, you know what I'm saying? So greeting, how are you doing, and asking for help. Like those are the biggest important things that I always try to stress. So when I went to Paris, I made sure that I knew the basic fundamentals. But depending on where you go, a lot of places, some people do speak English. So it's not like the hardest time. Again, depending on where you go, your mileage is going to vary. But when it comes to Amharic, you don't really hear a lot of people out there. Like to this day, you guys, I tell people I'm Ethiopian and they're like, oh my God, it's like a rare Pokemon sighting or something. But there aren't that many Ethiopians out there. Like we're concentrated in just a few places. And if you find one of us, it's like apparently a unicorn. It's really weird, But like just basic stuff. Like me and my mom, ever since growing up, my mom, like as you guys know, like I'm Ethiopian, both my parents are Ethiopian. But my mom was actually really super progressive in the 90s. She was basically like, okay, my kids are going to learn whatever the heck they want to learn. So I'm going to instill my values in them, but I'm also going to let them figure out what they want to do in this life. So even though my mom is Muslim, she never enforced her beliefs on us, which I think was actually really dope because it let us come to terms with who we are. So in our house, we didn't really have any type of like one religion we cling to. I mean, we celebrated Christian holidays and stuff like that, but we didn't go to church, things like that. The older I got, I started really, I want to start studying religion just to see where everyone is coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like how people can become so extreme and things like that. So when I was in my early 20s, I read the Bible for the first time, beginning to end, and I actually did attend church for a few months, and that was really interesting and eye-opening, the community aspect of things. And then when I was in my mid-20s, I read through the entire Quran. And yeah, right now I don't really cling to any type of religion per se. I just take bits and pieces of everything and I apply them to one thing. I do observe like Muslim holidays and things like that out of respect for my mom. So, right now we're in the month of Ramadan. So obviously she's fasting more than I do. I fast, but I fast on different schedules. But I'm always, damn, y'all are blessing it right now. Hold on, I'm trying to tell a whole story and y'all just making it rain in the club like I'm a cheap whore. I appreciate it. But yeah, so I mean, I don't really cling to any type of religion. I have respect for everybody, provided they have respect for me and other people. And I feel like that's how shit should be. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't care if someone's Muslim or they're Buddhist or they're, Jewish or what have you. I don't give a fuck. Provided you're a decent human being, that's all that really matters in my life. Because I've seen the most like persecution, like most ignorant, bigoted people are people who come from religion. And I've seen a lot of people out there, the nicest, sweetest, kindest people who don't come from religion, and vice versa too. Some of the nicest people in my life are people who are devout Muslims or devout Christians. And then some of the most assholest people are the atheists and people who try to tell you that your way of living is wrong. It's like, wait a minute, you're just like the old religious, right? Oh, okay. But anyway, okay, so back to what I was saying. Damn, y'all making it rain. Oh my God, y'all blessing it. Okay, hold up. All right, so we have a $5 super chat coming in from Levin Loriano. Hey, Neo, I'm thinking about getting a gaming PC. I'm giving up on getting the PS5 because they're getting too cocky. Suggestions on any gaming PC? Well, thank you for the super chat, Levin. And as far as PCs are concerned, you see, unfortunately, this is the worst time to ever buy a gaming PC, bro. Because just like the consoles are out of stock everywhere, trying to build a gaming PC right now, I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's damn near impossible. The same price gouging is happening for GPUs. And honestly, it's not as easy as it used to be, where you can just go buy all the parts and build the machine yourself. I would say right now, if you do want to get a gaming PC, I would say look into some pre-built models. Now, there are some people out there who would say avoid pre-built machines. Don't go for pre-built machines because of the parts that you get. They're not as like customizable in the sense that, let's just say you buy a pre-built machine because you want to have it around, let's just say like a budget price of like $600 or whatever. The parts that are included in that machine, if you, let's say, for example, you wanted to upgrade one piece, you might have to upgrade another piece because it can't handle that particular thing you're buying. So your mileage is going to vary, but thankfully now there are so many companies that specify in making pre-built machines. So I would say look around like at websites like Exotic PC, CyberPower PC. Look into the reviews of those companies. Like myself, for example, I bought a pre-built machine from Micro Center. Now, Micro Center is a huge tech warehouse type of store. It's basically like, you know how people, as a kid, we used to go into the candy store. We loved going to candy stores, like things like that. Think of that, but for tech products like computers, monitors, graphics cards, you name it, they have it there. The only problem is there aren't that many Micro Centers around the world. So if you are lucky enough to have a Micro Center, look into that because every now and then they do have pre-built gaming machines. But yeah, I can't offer you any particular suggestions right now, Levin, because I don't have any type of like I don't know what's out on the market right now or what's available. But I will say, if you are getting a gaming PC and you want to make that like your primary machine, then spend good money on it. Now, I'm not saying go ahead and drop $2,000 on your gaming PC, but don't cheap out on it. So if you want to get a good quality gaming PC, I always tell people to budget at least $1,000. And if you could spend a little bit more, cool. Like my rig right now that I have, I spent $1,200 on it. And I do not regret that whatsoever because for what I do, this profession, I do want to have a computer that runs really great. It's cool, so it doesn't overheat. It's powerful enough for the things that I want to do. And it's something that I'm using every single day. So, of course, I want to get good bang for my buck. And it's just nice to have a great all-around gaming machine because if you have a great gaming machine, you have a great machine, period, to do a lot of other stuff. So let's say you wanted to get into content creation or streaming, Levin, having a great machine that's not bottlenecked by, let's just say, like a $400, $500 price tag, it will go far. So those are a couple of my recommendations. Oh, and then Gustavo Bravo coming in with a $20 super chat. Damn, y'all making it rain. I've noticed that I can't watch old Nickelodeon shows like iCarly, Drake and Josh. Funny how I still enjoy Zoe 101 though. Also, listening while on Minecraft, it's amazing to see the evolution of Minecraft over the years. Yeah, Minecraft is so strange. Okay, so here's a side story about Minecraft. So, I first played Minecraft like a lot of people did during the beta. This was close to 10 years ago. And I saw the appeal of it, building stuff, whatever. And then I went back to Minecraft, I want to say like 6 years later. It was a completely different game. I was wondering, like, wait, what happened to just the whole building shit and then showing people shit? What happened to that? And no, it was a completely different fucking game. So even though Minecraft is not my cup of tea, I can see why people to this day still play it. Like one of my coworkers, she doesn't play a lot of video games, but she plays Minecraft all the friggin' time. It was insane to see a game last for that long. But hey, more power to the community. That's the weirdest thing. Okay, so iCarly I can understand because I don't think that iCarly is as well written as some of the other shows like Drake and Josh. But the weird thing is I don't know, Drake and Josh, I can always go back and watch Drake and Josh. Like that might just be me, but I thought Drake and Josh was like one of the funniest shows that Nick had ever put out. Zoe 101 was cool and everything, but I don't know, like those type of drama shows involving teenagers, they have to be really good in order for me to watch it long term. Because, the older you get, you look at that stuff and you're like, ugh, it's really cringe. But then something like Drake and Josh, which also has teenagers, is legitimately funny. So I guess it's, pick your poison, your mileage is going to vary. And then we have a $5 super chat coming in from the Black Fan Thief. Should I read Chainsaw Man and Hell's Paradise or wait for the anime adaptations? I would say read them right now if you're interested in them. Because first off, if you're reading that and you like it, it's going to get you even more excited for the anime. Or make you really nervous if the anime looks like trash. But the important thing that I stress is to read it so you can see the creator's vision. So a lot of people, not you specifically, Black Phantom Thief, but a lot of people have this weird aversion to reading the manga because they'd rather watch the anime. And I understand it for the battle shonens and things like that. But when you're reading the manga, you're reading the artist's original work as he intended it, paced as he intended it, for the most part, with some editor approvals. And it's very important because what we're seeing with a lot of anime adaptations these days is they're just doing the weirdest of weird shit for whatever reasons. And if anyone has seen The Promised Neverland, you guys will understand what happened with that second season. Yeah. So I would say definitely read the manga. Chainsaw Man is on my list of things to finish up. I mean, I'm a couple chapters in, so I can't really say, yo, this is amazing. But it's been talked about a lot, so I would say definitely check it out, bro. Let's see. And then we got the homie Maddie, Valkian24, just got home from the gym. Oh, appreciate seeing you, brother. Damn, y'all coming through. What's up? Damn. Listen. Hey, take it easy. I'll take it easy. Okay. Well, hold on. Let me just take a break for 1 second. Let's see. We got 90 viewers watching. Shout out to y'all. If you're enjoying the stream, make sure y'all hit that like button. It helps out the channel tremendously. Sends this video into the ether so we can get a whole bunch of other weird fine folk like ourselves in the family. And I am really thirsty tonight. I got to take myself to a dating app. Jesus Christ. Okay. Going down the list. Purified Storm with the $5 super chat. West Coast hip hop fans, keep your eyes on Compton rapper Westside Boogie's second album dropping in 2021 this summer. He's signed to Eminem. He's going to blow up 2021. Yeah, that's the thing. So Grant got me hooked on Boogie last summer. And he's got some good shit to him, man. So yeah, for anyone out there who is interested, if you need something new to listen to, Westside Boogie's second album dropping this summer. And Grant is the unofficial manager of this man's brand. Yeah, Grant is legit a hype beast. Like literally, you give him something, he gonna hype it the fuck up. Like I could come on here and say Persona 5, and Grant's gonna be like, yo, Persona 5, one of the best RPGs ever. Grant's a ultimate hype man. Shout out to you, Grant. And then we have a $5 super chat coming in from 10 Ball Goat. Hey, man, I have a question because I see you're a huge Persona fan. Oh, really? Really? You noticed. If you look at it on the frame, I got like, look how much Persona I have. Okay, starting from the left. Persona 5 Royal, no, Neo. Persona 5 Take Your Heart Edition. Persona 5 Royal Fan of Thieves Edition. Right there at the bottom, you can see the Persona 5 art book. And then right there up top, You have a Persona 5 poster. And there's real significance to that poster right here because the homie in the chat, where is he at? Valkian24, this man shipped me this thing from Australia. Yo, shout out to the homie. Oh, Miss Tech, can't speak. Miss Tech not, I can't even speak right now. If someone mentioned Persona, it's like, everything's come loose. Miss Tech not fancy. What's going on, sis? How you doing? Okay, but anyway, back to 10 Ball Goat's question. I see you're a huge Persona fan. Never played any of them, but recently got Persona 5. Do I need to play any other games in the series first? Much love. Much love to you, brother. And to answer your question, no. For anyone out here who is on the fence about starting Persona, if you've heard a lot of things about it, it seems interesting, or if you just follow me and you know I don't fucking shut up about it. Persona 5, you can dive into, no questions asked. It's similar to Final Fantasy in the sense that every single numbered entry is a brand new chapter of this saga with completely new characters, completely new world. So you don't have to play 1 to really understand what is going on in 5. So rest easy, you guys. And if Persona 5 ever comes to the Switch or Xbox Game Pass, oh, you guys know I'm going to be relentless. I'm not going to tell. Yo, if you thought it's bad now with Persona on PlayStation, let that bitch come to Game Pass. I will be hounding y'all 24/7 to download that shit. And I ain't gonna take no for an answer, cause y'all over here hyping up Xbox. Y'all hyping up all these games. You ain't gonna play Persona? I don't know, man. I don't know. But appreciate that, brother. Oh, we got level 1 gaming. What's up? How you doing? Oh, we got the whole clique in here. What's going on, y'all? Damn, it's a lit Friday. We all indoors. Normally I'd say we outside, but we indoors. We indoors today. We indoors. Okay. All right. We're almost caught up on Super Chats, guys. Oh, I spoke too soon because we got the homie Marcus Doyle Terrell with the $20 Super Chat. Oh, man, I had my popcorn ready because I thought this was Dragon Ball podcast. Oh, no, bro. The Dragon Ball podcast, like I said, that shit's coming, bro. That shit's coming. We still got 2 Saturdays left, and it's most likely going to be going down on the 24th. But yeah, bro, yeah, that's still happening. No, man, you know that's happening. This is when I said it's happening, it is happening finally. No questions asked. We not taking our foot off the gas. We gonna crash this bitch. But let's see. Anyways, do you feel an obligation to pay for a woman every time you go out on a date, or do you think they should pay every once in a while? Ooh, Marcus is getting kind of spicy tonight. Well, all Marcus's questions are spicy. I love him. Keeps it interesting. All right, you guys. So we're going to take a break for the gaming shit for a second. We're going to talk about some real world stuff that I know a couple of you brothers have gone through. And hopefully Miss Tech Not Fancy's in here. I want to get your viewpoint on this too, sis. Okay. So Marcus's question. As a man, which is what I am, do you feel an obligation to pay for a woman every time you go out on a date, or do you think they should pay every once in a while? So here's my viewpoint on this. I look at it like this, and I'm of 2 mindsets. On the one hand, I feel that as a man, if I am asking a woman out on a date, then I should pay for the meal. Do you want to know why? Because I am asking for your time. I'm asking for your time, and if you're granting me your time to come hang out with me, then yes, I should go ahead and pay for the meal. No questions asked. I always prepare myself. Like my thought process, that's always what it is going into it. That being said, if the woman asks me out on the date, and this has happened quite a few times, especially the older you get, I still go ahead and pick up the check. Now, here's the thing. I've actually had to fight with some women over that check because they were like, no. I asked you out, so I'm going to pay for the bill. But I'm just like, no, I'll pay for the bill. It's okay. But that's just me. And I don't know why. Now, granted, the women who have done that have all been respectable women. And they're women who, even if I'm not romantically interested in them anymore, we still hang out. We break bread. There are people who I can call legitimate friends. But I still go ahead and pay for them when I go out. Now, every now and then, they'll do some slick shit where they just give the bartender or the server their card. And they're just like, no, you ain't paying, because I guess I got a reputation for doing that, because I don't just pay for any woman or guy willy-nilly. That's not what I do. But if you're somebody who I love and I know you got me, it's kind of like an unspoken rule. Like, okay, I'll pay for this and then you pay for that. So like one time, this girl asked me out on a date. We were having a great time. I paid for the meal. And then afterwards, we went out to another bar. We got a few drinks and we actually spent more on the drinks than the food. She ended up picking up the whole tab and the tip. So it's like kind of one of those things where it's like, okay, that's cool. Now, here's the thing. When it comes down to, let's say, for example, if you're in a relationship with somebody, you have to determine that for yourself. So let's just take my last relationship, for example. I was with my ex for almost 2.5 years. Now, between us, there was never an argument on who should pay this, who should pay that. Because both of us, we were just like, okay, we'll treat each other. So one day I pick up this tab, next day she picks up the tab, and it was kind of like involuntarily. We never had a situation where it's kind of like we were fighting for the check. But that's because we were two people on the same wavelength. Like, even though the relationship didn't work out between us, we were still on that same wavelength. None of us ever complained that, oh, you were a gold digger or you're cheap. We didn't do that stuff. So you kind of have to set the rules with your significant other. Now, even though I said that, I still picked up the majority of the checks in the relationship because that's just the type of person that I am. But it never went unnoticed with my significant other because she would, like I said, do the stuff like she would give her card, she would pay for everything, or she would do some slick shit after I paid. She would go ahead and Venmo me like the whole bill. Like I would pay, let's say I picked up the check, it was like $200. She would say, no, you're not paying this shit. Here's Venmo. You can't refute this. And I was like, ah, fuck. So yeah, I mean, it just all depends. You have to set the ground rules. And then we got the sis Miss Tech Not Fancy coming in with the $4.99 super chat. I think if a man invites the woman out, then he should pay her the way. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. If the guy wants to pay, then you let him. That's fine. So yeah, I'm not really the type of person. I'm not a stickler where I go hound chicks for the bills. I know a lot of guys, unfortunately, do get taken advantage of by certain women who. That whole meme that people are saying where women have like certain guys in their phone pegged as like meal dates, like that is true. But here's the thing. You as a guy, you've got to be able to like sniff the bullshit. If you can tell that someone is going to be like that and they ain't even offering, or if you can tell that they're not the type of person who, would want to take you out and pay for it, no questions asked, then I'm going to be honest here. I can't really fault those ladies because they playing the game. Like it's fucked up what they're doing. But you as a guy have got to set some boundaries and ground rules. So, yeah, I mean, it's going to depend. Your mileage is going to vary. There's some men who just will not take anything else but them taking the check because they view it as a sign of disrespect if you try to pay, because that makes it seem like, oh, you don't think I'm valuable. But that's a whole different other conversation for another day. And Marcus came through with another $10 super chat. Do you ever get tired of these dating apps? I swear to God, I'm going to freak out if I see another fake profile or a girl saying she just wants to be friends. Oh man. Okay, so dating apps. Yes, as y'all know, since I broke up with my ex last year, your boy Neo's been out on the prowl, right? It's been a combination of dating. Well, it's been a lot of dating apps. Normally, I don't use dating apps because, I'm the type of person, I go out into the real, I meet people. You will have a better time meeting somebody out there and getting farther than you will on a dating app. I'm just going to be honest. But given the fact that, we're still living in a COVID world, you can't really court the same way like you used to. Things are changing now as we're opening back up, but still, dating apps have been the way I've gotten most of my contact over the past couple of months. And, dating apps are a mixed bag. So I just got to get out there and say it like this. Dating apps are a waste of time. They honestly are. I'm just going to be honest. Spending all this time to really pimp out your profile and spending all this time swiping and figuring out who you should swipe, this, that, and third, it's a waste of freaking time. Which is why the only time I'm ever on dating apps, like trying to find people, no pun intended, I shit you not, is when I'm on the toilet in the morning and when I'm on the toilet at night. Because those are times where literally I can't do anything else. So I will just... take out my phone and I'll just swipe and look, for example, I just got a message from some chick I'm talking to on Bumble, but I'm not going to answer that shit now. I will take my time and, here's a couple of minutes here and there and I'll do that. Now, the thing about these dating apps is they try to get you to be on them all the friggin' time, right? Which is why they tell you, oh, make sure you're online at like from the hours of 6 p.m. until 8 p.m. because that's when everybody is on there and you can find matches. I don't have the time to waste doing that, just endlessly swiping and scrolling. It's ridiculous. And you also got to look at the optics of it, right? When you're on these dating apps, who has the power? I just want to ask that question right now. Who's got the power on the dating apps? Damn, everyone is asking all these relationship questions right now. I fucking love it. Oh, what's going on, Atlanta? What's up, Avanti? How y'all doing? Well, technically, the developers do have all the power on the dating apps. You are right. Okay, but Asbelant, okay, there we go. Yeah, the women obviously have the power on the dating apps, and it's true, you know? So if you think that just because you match with one girl, she hasn't matched with all these other girls, and, you know, let me not be sexist or too sexist. Sometimes guys play the game too, but for the most part, women control the power on the dating apps. And when you have a woman who, just by her very nature, a woman is going to attract a lot more guys than a guy is going to attract a lot more women. Because the guys, I don't know if it's the built up testosterone or whatever, but they are going to shoot their shot way more than a lot of the women on the dating apps, which is why you look at these profiles and they're just like, don't be boring, or I don't make the first move, or even if we match, you have to message me first. Like they have this power because guys are going to look at that and they're still going to message regardless of what they say. Because a lot of dudes on these apps, I'm just going to be honest, they want to get their dick sucked. That's what it is, you know? And there ain't nothing wrong with that, provided you say that's what it's all about. But that's not the game. You can't do that. What you got to do on these apps is mislead people so you can meet up with them in person and then create this idea of maybe y'all get together until y'all do the deed, and then that's it. You move on to the next one. That's unfortunately how it is. So a lot of men are guarded up because of a lot of the asshole men. So they feel as if they have to be something completely different than who they are. And women are obviously always guarded because, number one, they know by the very nature them being there is going to attract people. So you have a whole bunch of fucked up shit happening in the dating app world. And the important thing you just got to treat with these dating apps is look at it like social media, any other social media. You should not be spending every single day on social media. You shouldn't. You can spend your time, you know, you can do your tweets, your photos, things like that, but it should not take up hours of your day. You know, like if you look at on your phones at the end of the week, the screen on time, and if you look at it on a daily basis and you're spending hours on Instagram and hours on Twitter and stuff like that, you're not getting anything out of it unless you're literally making money off of those platforms. And dating apps, you don't make any money off those platforms unless you're, I don't know, using it to promote your OnlyFans or your premium Snapchat or something. And even then, are you really even going to make money? Because people look at that shit, they'll be like, nah. But in terms of talking about like fake profiles and shit like that just comes down to sifting through the bullshit, like I mentioned earlier. Obviously, if it looks too good to be true, it looks too good to be true. So you just got to keep shit moving, you know, swipe left and all that. And just in general, man, you know, just don't think about it. That's what I do with these dating apps. I just go on there, I do my swiping for the day, and then every now and then I get a couple of matches, and then we start talking, then we start going out, and that's how it is. The most important thing I can say is if you're trying to meet up with new people on a consistent basis, you just got to get out there, man. Like, I don't know where you live, Marcus, but just in general, for anyone here, if you have access to places that are like social environments, like if you live in a metropolitan like city, things like that, then you got to get out there and you have to be sociable. Like I'm sorry. Like I know everybody likes to be behind the confines of texting and all that stuff because, you know, social anxiety. And I mean, I have social anxiety to an extent too, but with these dating apps, what happens is literally people lose interest just like that. And when you're spending so much time trying to be interesting through text, you got to look at yourself and think, what the fuck am I really doing, man? I could be doing so many other things than trying to be interesting while talking to this chick who might not even, you know, for all intents and purposes, this might not even go anywhere. So yeah, man, I say just keep it moving. And if you can, try to meet women out in the real. Alrighty. And then we have a $13.99 Canadian super chat coming in from Colin, my boy. Do you think Space Jam holds up as a film? I see it as a guilty pleasure from my childhood that is just dumb fun. Also, what do you think of that Space Jam 2 trailer? I think it looks pretty spooky as hell. And to answer your question, bro, I knew very early on, like when I first started becoming cognizant of film as a medium, I went back and I watched a lot of stuff from my childhood. And obviously certain films are products of the time of, you know, like what they were going for back then. But something like Space Jam, I just can't hate because in its very nature, Space Jam is just a dumb, goofy movie. And that's fine because I think that's what they were going for. I don't think anyone who's making Space Jam looked at it like, we are going to make this the most serious, genre-defining epic. I just think they wanted to make a movie with a famous athlete and famous cartoon characters. And that's what they did. So it's not a great movie by any means, but some films out there, I don't think they strive to be the greatest movies out there. And that's fine. It's just pure dumb fun. In terms of Space Jam 2, on the other hand, listen, I'm going to give it a shot when it comes out on HBO Max, but I look at that and it just looks like a bootleg-ass Ready Player One ripoff. That's literally what it is. Like, the whole draw of Space Jam was an athlete and the Looney Tunes characters. But now they're being pulled into this world, and then they have all these other WB properties, and it looks like they're just trying to sell the fact that, hey, look at all these IPs we have, and remember these guys here? Oh, you remember that stuff. So yeah, it's probably going to be another dumb movie just like the first one, but I don't know. I feel like we could have done so much more. If you are going to do a dumb fun movie, then I feel like we could have done a lot more than what we're getting in Space Jam 2. But we'll see. We'll see. Oh, let's see. We got another $5 super chat coming in from Marcus Doyle Terrell. Dang it, I'm trying to keep a rhythm. I'm trying to go super chat regular, but y'all just blessing it tonight. Thank you. Do you think a woman who puts out on the first date is worth pursuing on a relationship with, or is that a sign she ain't worth it? Your mileage is going to vary on that one, bro. I don't like to stereotype like that because there's a ton of women I know who have put out on the first date, and you want to know what happened to them? Some of them are still single right now, and others, they're married to that person. They have a bunch of kids together, and they're living happy lives. So it's, it depends. It depends. I don't necessarily view that as a bad thing per se if you put out on the first date, because I mean, who am I to judge? I've had a couple of dates with women, and first dates have happened, and some of them we haven't done anything. Others, this is a PG Christian YouTube channel. But yeah, there's still like good people. Like, there was this one woman I went on a date with a while ago. Obviously, like, we're not together anymore, but she's doing really good for herself right now. Like, she's not like, because people always view putting out as someone who's not all there in the head. Like, how could you put out on the first date? I don't look at it like that per se. I mean, provided you're not just slinging it out for everybody, But yeah, I feel like you have to define it, and everything it works best with the context. What do you think about that, Miss Tech? One of these days I'm gonna get Miss Tech Not Fancy on the stream to talk about some of this shit, because we talk about a lot of like life shit, and Marcus is the one who usually initiates it, and it'd be interesting to get your perspective on that, sis. What do you think about that? Okay, and then another $5 super chat from Marcus Doyle Terrell, and then Corey Gryffindor, and then we are caught up. I think we're all curious here. How do you personally pick up women? Like, do you have certain pickup lines, or do you be flexing like a JoJo character? Well, to answer the second part of that question, I'm gonna fill y'all in on this shit. When it comes down to picking up women, being like overtly masculine, like flexing all the time and just trying to, like, okay, I look at it like this. If you're one of those dudes who works out and you wear the fucking medium shirts, y'all know the type of shirts I'm talking about. These shirts that are literally meant to accentuate your muscles and everything like that. I guarantee you, women ain't into that shit. And the ones that are into that shit are not the ones that people be saying, like, damn, that's wifey right there. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, most of the women, at least who I've attracted, I've just been wearing regular clothes. Nothing crazy like tight, but things that are form-fitting to my physique. And that's one thing that they notice. Because, when you work out and you legitimately work out, you don't gotta wear all these crazy, like, muscle tees and shit like that. Because if you have actual muscle, you can wear not basic shirts, like a $5 shirt, but you can wear decent shirts and it'll show off your physique. But when it comes to picking up women, okay, if we're talking about cold approaches, okay, I'll give you guys some examples, all right? So right now, obviously, it's very different because I'm not going out and about like I used to, and the fact that we're wearing masks, that kind of, it's another barrier of trying to pick up people. But like, for example, whenever I would pick up, and I don't normally do this, but whenever I pick up somebody at the gym, how it works out usually is we just start a conversation. So usually what happens is I just try to find a way to talk to her. So like, let's say, for example, we're working out, we're using similar machines, and we make eye contact. I just start a conversation. It could be about some bullshit ass shit. Like, let's say, for example, I was doing this particular movement, and then I'm just over here sweating, huffing and puffing, and I just look at her and I'm like, yo, this shit ain't no joke. And she would respond and we would go from there. honestly, you don't need to have any crazy pickup lines to really attract somebody. Like all these pickup artists and things that they're saying, you got to do this, that, say this. No, you just have to know how to talk to people. If you cannot communicate with somebody so they can form an actual conversation, then you don't even need to talk about trying to get into a relationship and pick up women. You got to focus on being able to talk to regular people. So, like if I'm at a gym, we just start a conversation about some gym shit. And then after that, we go our separate ways. And then I see her again in the gym. I say, hey, what's up? But the important thing I do is I don't sit there having a full-blown conversation with this woman. I don't. Because I just say, hey, what's up? How you doing? Keep it moving. Conversations like less than 10 seconds. Because, you know, when you're in the gym, you're not there to socialize with people. You're in there to fucking work. And even though I'm in there to work, the weirdest thing is the women that I attract, they notice that I'm not there to talk to them. I'm there to work. And I don't know what it is, but psychologically, that makes them come and talk to me more. Which is very weird, but hey, you know, it is what it is. Now, if we're talking outside of the gym, just in general, like, okay, if I'm at a bar or something and it's just pretty chill vibes. I'm not talking about a bar where everyone's just sloppy drunk or whatever. I'm just talking about a bar where you go as an adult and you just hang out and you chill, you talk to the bartender. Honestly, I just cold approach. If I see a girl by herself, I just start a conversation with her on some regular shit. And depending on how she's feeling with the conversations, I'll pull back. But if I can tell the conversation's going well, I'll continue to pursue. And if it goes well, I ask for the number. And if she gives it to me, cool. If she doesn't, I keep shit moving. Because you want to know why? 5 minutes later, there's going to be someone else walking into that bar. It is what it is. People say, oh my God, that means you're a horn dog. No, it's not. It means I value and prioritize my time. Like, everybody likes to think their shit doesn't stink when it does. So yeah, you just got to know how to talk to people, bro. You have to know how to talk to people. You have to know how to communicate. And if you don't, 10-ball goat. And if you don't know how to communicate, then you're not going to get too far in life. I'm just being honest. Like it goes far beyond just relationships and sex. It goes into other things as well. Like if you can't, okay, it's like, for example, when you're going on job interviews, right? And you're negotiating salaries, right? A lot of people in life question, oh, why did this person get like such a high amount of salary when we work the same position? If we're talking like two equal level-headed people, right? The reason why that other person got more salaries, if we're talking like there's no type of crazy collusion, is because they were able to negotiate a higher salary. In life, you don't get what you deserve. You get what you negotiate. And that's one of the harshest lessons that people have to learn. Just because you are the nicest person in the world, or just because you have all these amazing traits about you, if you don't actively sell and market yourself as such, then how in the world is somebody else going to know? Think about that for a second. Think about it. Like, you hear this all the time from people. Like guys, for example. Oh, you know, I'm just such a great guy. Like, I don't cheat on women. I don't play any games. Why aren't these women noticing me? Well, are you highlighting any of the other positive stuff about you? Are you actively pursuing? Are you actively, you know, asking these women out instead of creating these weird fantasies in your head and then being mad when she doesn't notice you? Like, I'm just being real. I don't have sympathy for dudes who don't shoot their shot. Shooting your shot, yes, can come with rejection, but you want to know what can happen after that? You might end up making the basket, but you'll never know if you don't try. You know, you always miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Damn. And before I get to Corey's super chat, I got to answer 10-ball goats, because he said Ask Neo turned into Ask Kevin Samuels. It really did, bro. Shout out to the Godfather, Kevin Samuels. Shout out to him. I love him. I don't say this to brag, but I've been watching Kevin Samuels since that man was at like 70,000 subs. And now he's at almost 700,000 subs. Homeboy blowing up. All right, $4.99 super chat from Corey Gryffindor. So last week, the newest Power Rangers season, Dino Fury, announced the first Black Six Ranger. What are your thoughts? Well, I don't watch Power Rangers like I used to. I stopped watching... Okay, so I stopped watching the season that came after Time Force. Was that Jungle Fury? I watched that for the most part. Then I fell out of Power Rangers. I came back, I think, when they put them on Netflix, like I think 10 years ago. But I haven't really been watching Power Rangers consistently. But anytime I see a black brother in Power Rangers, I'm just like, hey, clap it up, man. Clap it the fuck up. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. Shout out to the homie. Shout out to the homie. Shout out to the homie. All right, so now we are caught up on the super chats. Wait, your friend was one of the Power Rangers? Oh shit, Miss Tech Not Fancy, dropping the knowledge. Let me go look that shit up. Blue Ranger on Power Ranger Samurai. Let me see that. Power Ranger Samurai. Damn, no lie. No lie. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Alrighty. Appreciate all the first off, I appreciate all the super chats, everybody, and I also appreciate Marcus for asking. Dang it, Marcus! I just caught up. Man, Marcus was making it rain like he got like 42 stimmy checks. Okay. $5 super chat from Marcus. This talk is important. Us gamers need to do better when it comes to women. For real, for real. Final question. What do you think of the Derek Jackson situation? Oh, man. Oh, okay. I knew he would bring this shit up. All right. So if any of y'all, I'm sure you guys follow this shit if you follow anything happening with black people, but there was this one guy named Derek Jax. Basically, the way I could describe it in oh so many words is this man came on here and his whole goal was just to prop up women like they didn't do anything wrong and then shit on niggas. Like basically niggas is the problem. Women, you queens, you didn't do anything wrong. And he did this because he was trying to sell his shit. Homeboy just got caught as a serial cheater. Yeah, this man he'd been married and he'd been cheating on his wife repeatedly, right? And it's just so fucking funny because this guy is saying women avoid all these cornball ass niggas, these terrible ass niggas, and yet he is literally one of those cornball ass terrible niggas. So it's just kind of funny. That's why I always say beware of people online, man. Beware of people online who are going to be doing shit like that because you never know what they're doing. Like Joss Whedon, for example. Joss Whedon, for those who don't follow movies, he's, the guy who created Buffy. He did the first 2 Avengers movies. He was responsible for a lot of the terrible shit that was in the 2017 Justice League movie. And the funny thing about Joss Whedon is that he was propped up as this feminist icon in Hollywood. Like, he loved writing female characters, and those were his forte. He was all about women's rights. And the funny thing is, he ended up being one of the biggest serial abusers of women in Hollywood. Not only that, he cheated on his wife repeatedly, and his wife actually called him out on social media saying, don't believe anything Joss Whedon says. He is one of the fakest feminists out there because he doesn't practice what he preaches. So yeah, just anybody you see online, like even people like me, Kevin Samuels, folks like that, just take everything that they say with a grain of salt because you never know what demons and skeletons they got going on in their closet. But the funniest thing about this Derek Jax guy is that this man was still, first off, he didn't, I haven't been following it since like the first couple days when it happened. But this man, he didn't apologize for cheating. This man apologized for getting caught. And then this motherfucker had the audacity to try to still sell his book. Like, I don't know. Miss Tech Not Fancy, have you been following this whole situation, sis? Like, did this man do anything else, or he's still on the same old shtick? Like, if he ignores it, then he won't say anything about it. But yeah, it just goes to show you, man, like these people online, you just like anyone out there who makes a living demonizing one group of individuals and not shit talking the other group of individuals, be very wary of them. Be very, very wary of them. Hey, Daniel Pack, what's going on, bro? Who's your Smash main? I don't really play Smash Bros like that, but when I did, okay, so the last one I really played a lot of was Brawl, and I mained Zero Suit Samus a lot. Melee, I did Link, and then after that with Smash 4 and Ultimate, I didn't play them enough to really have a legit main. There were some characters I enjoyed more than others, but I don't know. I don't really have like a main I can call my own. I just have characters who I like playing with in the few chances I do play them. This man tried to review his own apology video. Shit's wild. I saw that shit, bro. I saw that shit. This man did a commentary on his own commentary. This shit is crazy. Oh, video game lover, what up? Oh, man. But yeah, that's true. The lies make money. Like how in the gaming community, everybody be talking about, oh man, all these sensationalist YouTube channels, they be clickbaiting when that's not even the stuff they talk about in the video. That's what it comes down to. Like people's dignity, since we talked about that before, they don't care about being seen as a clickbaiter or a tool because all they see is the dollar signs, which if that's what you care about, by all means, do you. I just noticed after being on YouTube for over a decade, I've seen like so many of these people come and go, man. A lot of these people, guys, who just want to get rich quick schemes or basically not being true to themselves. They're here and they're gone in a flash, replaced by somebody else. It's crazy. It's absolutely insane, guys. Would you revive F-Zero or Killer Instinct? Honestly, I would pick F-Zero, even though I do want a new Killer Instinct. And the reason why is because the odds of Nintendo making another F-Zero versus Microsoft making another Killer Instinct, I feel like we are going to see more Killer Instinct first than we ever would F-Zero. Because Nintendo just doesn't like to work with their old IPs, bro. Like, what is it about F-Zero and what is it about Metroid that is just so hard for Nintendo to not like come out with them on a regular basis? Like, we've been waiting 4 years now for Metroid Prime 4. Like the fact that they gave Metroid Prime 4, one of the crown jewels of Nintendo, to Bandai Namco, and when they weren't working well on it, they took that shit back. Why would you outsource that? Why? Like, I know we all talk about Nintendo working with other publishers, sure, when it's applicable, but something like Metroid Prime, you just give away? And then what we had one good Metroid game in the past 10, 13 years, 14 years? This shit crazy, bro. But yeah, I would be down for another Killer Instinct. I think the time is right. It's been almost 10 years, if y'all can believe it or not, since the last one. So yeah, I think they do need more fighting games, but it depends on if Microsoft really cares about the fighting game scene. Well, obviously, I don't think they really do because they don't have a major presence there by comparison to PlayStation. So I don't know if buying, if having another developer work on Killer Instinct is really going to pay their dividends long term. Have you played Zombie Army 4 yet? I have not, D-Money, but I did download it on Game Pass, and I'm waiting to play it with my homies who I've been running with Outriders, who I've been running on Outriders with. It's been so weird because I don't know about you guys, but like the older I get really set into my ways when it comes to traditions. So one of the things that me and my homies do at least 3 times out of the week is we just get on Xbox or we get on PC or PlayStation and we just game for like an hour or two, late night gaming, man. And it's been like a routine because the older you get, your life doesn't become as chaotic. So exactly when you're going to have downtime. And it's just been nice, especially with the co-op games. And, yeah, I'm going to be a Game Pass shill for a second, guys. But just the fact that games like Outriders and Zombie Army 4 are on Game Pass. And, if you have your friends subscribed to Game Pass, it's not a case of, oh, damn, 2 out of 3 people have the game. One of them has to buy it. It's literally a case of, nigga, make sure that shit is downloaded for tonight. So it's awesome. Outriders has been fun when it's been working. Zombie Army 4, I've heard good things about that one. So yeah, I'm that type of person who, if you gave me a choice between co-op games or competitive multiplayer games, I'm gonna take co-op every day of the week. I love Gears of War Horde mode. Of course, I love Call of Duty Zombies. Some of the old heads in the chat, y'all remember that what was it, a Rainbow Six terrorist hunt? Y'all remember that shit? Oh my god. That shit brought me back, bro. You got Stella and a blunt. What a date night. Hey, that's what's up, Chuck. I got an edible waiting for me after the stream. Yeah, Rainbow Six. Talk it, man. Talk it. Oh, Gustavo Bravo came through with the $5 super chat. Why are you lying? This isn't a PG Christian stream. Hey. This is a Christian stream, buddy boy. But going to keep it real. Is it a bad idea to date a coworker? Have you had any experience with that? Ooh. Okay, so I have a cardinal rule. Do not shit where you eat. Because that is not tasty. I do not date coworkers. I don't do that because of the nature of the drama it will invite. And there will always be drama when you involve feelings. Now, here's the thing. Just because I haven't dated coworkers does not mean I haven't this is a PG Christian stream. Anywho, yeah, don't date coworkers. Don't do that unless it's one of those off chances where, Hey, I like you. I like you. I really like you. Oh, I really like you. Hey, we're both level-headed people. It works out. Maybe. But just in my experiences, it just is very dramatic. I mean, if I had to guess, I'd say 1 out of 10 work, and those aren't really good odds. So I wouldn't do that unless you're A-okay with this potentially not going well and them maybe spreading rumors or shit like that. Just be prepared for that if you do want to risk it all, Gustavo Bravo. If I'm being honest, just date the person who works next door or something else. Grant just donated $2 saying, check your Facebook for my question. Oh, that means this dude asked the big question. Oh no, he didn't. Check out this Platonic game hinting at a new Banjo-Kazooie exclusive to Xbox this year. Yo, there's been something going around with Platonic. Like, first off, Grant is the go-to. Purified Storm is the go-to when it comes to anything Banjo-Kazooie. Like, he just be following it, like, literally anytime anyone mentions Banjo and Kazooie. It might not even be in the same sentence. Somebody could say, I have a Kazooie and then I also found a Banjo. Grant will find that tweet out and he'll be like, oh, this is a tease for a new Banjo game. But yeah, there's something going on, man. So apparently Platonic has something happening. I don't know. So there was something from a stream they did, and they hinted at a new Banjo-Kazooie. I mean, with the way Microsoft's been throwing out money recently, bro, you never know. Listen, if we start seeing some things like, okay, so if that Kojima Phil Spencer thing actually comes to fruition and they are publishing his next game, if they're funding it, anything is possible. Anything is possible. And that could mean contracting Platonic to work on a new Banjo game. I just, if that Phil Spencer thing comes to fruition, I just, ugh. But we'll see. We'll see, man. We shall see. But I appreciate the super chat, Grant. Thank you. And we are at 105 viewers. If you guys are enjoying the stream, make sure y'all hit that like button. Helps out the channel tremendously. Okay. Man, doing Gears of War 3 Horde mode on Insane was intense. Oh, here's the thing. I've never touched Horde mode on Insane, bro. I've tried, but I've never gotten past, like, I think, like 3 fucking rounds. So that's why I don't say, like, I've really touched it like that. I do it on Hardcore. Hardcore is cool for me. But Insane is just a different fucking beast, bro. Gears on Insane. Oh, my God, man. Gears on Insane is different, bro. And some people say that's the only way to play Gears. I just, man. I can't, bro. It's too much. Nah, you know, I say that, but at the same time, I was the weirdo that almost broke a controller trying to beat Call of Duty World at War on Veteran. Oh, God. Okay, has anyone here ever played World at War on Veteran difficulty? Dude, that game is literally... It's not even about the enemies finding you or where you're at and shooting you, blah, blah, blah. It's literally grenade spam the game, bro. There would be some situations where I know this enemy, there's no way he can shoot a grenade here. You know what the enemy does? Shoot the fucking grenade there. Bro, that game just has you out in the open too much, man. Well, to be fair, I spent the majority of that game prone because I was like, nope, I'm not gonna be a target. God, man. That shit, that thing was not balanced at all, bro. Okay, let's see. Don't date until one of you quits or gets fired. Yeah, that's a good general rule of thumb. That's a good rule of thumb. But if you can keep that shit well, not even, okay, so I don't promote dating. I promote doing other things. Because at least doing other things is like one and done, that's it. But dating is like a continuous thing, and then depending on where you work, you might have to inform HR. This is a Christian YouTube stream. What are you guys talking about? I feel offended. How dare you guys? Anybody watching this on the playback? This is a Christian YouTube stream. Don't let these people say anything. Take your edible now. I would do that weekend at Bernie's, but I gotta go downstairs to do that because it's in the fridge. J Mac, what's going on, bro? What's up, Neo? Are you watching Jake Paul versus Ben tomorrow night? Random question, I know. Oh, no, it's not a random question, man. All questions are welcome here, you guys. You don't got to keep it gaming. You can ask anything you want. No, I'm not going to be watching the fight tomorrow. I've got better things to do. I'll just catch the tweets on the Bird app. Yeah, but y'all got to get married first. Oh, that's a fact, Daniel Pack. Yes. Listen, there shall be no premarital sex on this Christian YouTube stream. None of that. Listen, I've never even held a girl's hand before. That's how committed I am. I have to ask her for marriage first, and then I'll hold her hand. Hey, man, really enjoy your content. Thank you, Bruno. I appreciate that. I'm glad you're enjoying it, my friend. Oh, damn. That's, yeah, you have to have a couple of really competent people when you play Horde. I don't play Horde or zombies like I used to anymore. So when I play Horde or zombies or things like that, I need people who know how to play the game. I'm not saying you got to be an MLG pro, you got to be an expert, but I can't be picking you. If you are a liability to me, I can't have you on my team, bro. I can't, because we are fighting the computer. And if you getting killed by the computer, man, listen. And I'm not even a great gamer. I'm not great at that, but I can survive. I can survive unless I am really ridiculously high. I'm just like, whoa, where do these zombies come from? Haven't held a girl's hand. I knew Neo was a shonen protagonist. Yes, I actually am. Because that's my Nindo. My ninja. Wait. Hold on. Where is it? Here it is. Oh, huh. Are you guys ready for this? Are you guys ready for this? Oh, y'all ain't ready for this. Y'all ain't ready for this. Huh. Why do I sound like an old black man right now? Huh. What I got over here? What do I got over here? Huh. What do I have over here? What is it? What is it? Oh, y'all ain't ready for this shit. Y'all ain't ready. Are you guys, listen, before I show what I got in my left hand over here, I just want to know, are you guys ready for this shit? Are you guys ready for this shit? I don't know if y'all are ready for this shit. I don't know. When I grow up, I want to be Johnny Sins. Golly, Corey Gryffindor. I thought this was a Christian stream. Oh, speaking of Hokages, ho. What y'all know about this? What y'all know about this over here? Oh, what y'all know about this over here? Oh, what is it? What is it? What is it? Oh, snap. What is this? What is this, you guys? What the fuck is this? Damn, this shit is kind of dirty now that I think about it. I haven't touched this thing in fucking 12 years. Damn, that's what she said. Holy crap. Look at this, you guys. Yo, that's right. We got a fucking, first off, we got a $2 super chat from the homie Asbel Lond. I really hope that Tales of Destiny rumor is real. I feel like there's another one of those rumors every day, man. I just need it. But yo, yeah, y'all know what this shit is. I got that Naruto. This is the official shit. So y'all remember during the Naruto zeitgeist when it was like the biggest shit since sliced bread? They were selling like cheap headbands and like Hot Topic and shit. In my full weeb mode, I went to a Japanese bookstore, Kinokuniya, and they imported this shit from Japan. I paid way too much money for this, especially for something that, you know, as a kid, I wanted to attach this headband and be like one of the ninjas. But the problem is, as a kid, I didn't really have hair or really long hair. So having this headband on looked really fucking weird. So I tried to put it around my waist. But the thing is, this thing isn't that long. So maybe if you have a girl with a really skinny waist, she can do that. But then I essentially just left it on my arm. But that's not fun at all. Let me see if I can tie this shit. Oh, God. Holy shit. I think my head's too big for this. Wait, no, it's not. Oh my God. All right, so I have to adjust the cloth so it doesn't do what it's doing right now. But oh God. Okay, so I gotta adjust this shit. Wow, that is really fucking bright. But Jesus, it does not look as cool as it does on the anime. I will tell you that much. But no, I feel like I'm in a fucking Naruto intro. Because you know how many times literally the intro starts and he just like goes like that and he just ties it. I will say this much though. Yeah, look at that shit in Japanese. Yeah. And it says Naruto. I will say this much. I really do prefer his Shippuden headband because it had the ties on the end. Like that shit was fire. Put a line in that Leave Village symbol. Oh, absolutely. I want to do that. I still to this day maintain that the Akatsuki headbands so much fucking better. That's fucking badass. That's literally saying fuck your couch. That's what it's saying. Truly an inspiration. Yes, it is. I'm an inspiration for all the weebs out there who kept their Naruto headbands. Screen capping one for the scrapbooks. I can already see the memes on Twitter. Yep, that just is what it is. I don't know why. I'm probably my head is gonna break out because I haven't touched this in 10 years. Who knows what dirt is on it? I'm just gonna do the whole. Oh, God, I'll tie this later, and then I'm gonna do a whole stream with this fucking headband. Johnny Sins proves that anything is possible. Y'all still on this Johnny Sins shit? Damn, take y'all asses to Pornhub. Okay, anyways, all right. What's better, Naruto Shippuden or Jujutsu Kaisen? Well, if you're comparing the full body of the shows right now, I would say Jujutsu Kaisen. But the problem is Jujutsu Kaisen has not been around enough so we can see if it has continuously GOAT arcs like Naruto did up until the Pain arc. Because after the Pain arc, it started getting very wishy-washy. All I know is them intros still slapped. Them intros still slap. Yo, Naruto opening 9, Shippuden opening 9, lovers? What? That shit was hype, bro. $2 super chat from Flame. How much I gotta pay for a full stream with that? With the headband on? Oh god. Oh god. I would never charge you guys for that. $200. I'm kidding. $150. Okay. All right. So back to some serious journalistic integrities. This man Neo's become a Family Guy character. Oh God. Hey man, if I can get that cartoon money, shit. Hidden Headband Village. Nah, but seriously though, that fucking Naruto Shippuden opening 9 lovers. Oh man, so good. All right. Anyway, questions. Thoughts on Jujutsu Kaisen versus your favorite animes? It's very good. Jujutsu Kaisen's cool. I can't really compare it to my favorite animes yet because I want to see what it's going to be once it ends. Because it could be one of those shows that starts out very strong and then... Bleach, anyone? All right. Okay, so back to some questions. Let's see. Is it like Halo on Legendary? No. Gears on Insane is harder than Halo on Legendary. Gears on Insane is literally where the boys become men. Gears on Insane is something else, bro. You got to get used to your screen being red all the time. Let's see. What do you think Microsoft and Nintendo are doing? Oh, yeah. So there's been a bunch of hubble of Nintendo and Microsoft potentially having a partnership, and folks are saying that it might be revealed as early as this fall. Now, keep in mind, you guys, when it comes down to these industry insiders, I don't want to go off on my rant, but 90% of them are straight bullshit. There's very few people in this industry who have knowledge of stuff that's happening that would actively go out and talk about it. Everybody else is just making some either bland ass predictions that anyone could have made, or they're just bullshitting. So if this Microsoft Nintendo partnership happens, like, let's humor it. Let's humor the idea. It's either going to be Bethesda games coming onto Switch, whether they be natively or they're streamed, or Xbox has found a way to bring Game Pass to the Switch. I don't know how feasible that is, considering that's an entirely different ecosystem, and I don't know how they would do that, especially with other games that are on the service. Like, is it just going to be Microsoft games on the service? Is it all going to be streamable? I'm not too sure how that's going to work out, and even if people would really vibe with that, because like the thing about cloud streaming is, while it is getting better, I don't really think people want to spend so much of their money and their time dealing with a cloud version versus it being native. Like, Control and Hitman 3 are on the Switch, but they're not native. They're streamable, and I've heard good things about the streaming version, but again, you're always dealing with the streaming version and the latency, and then at some point those servers are going to go off, so you don't own the game. At least with a digital copy, you own it, and with a physical copy, yeah, you have that. Well, provided it's not like half digital and half download like a lot of Switch games are. But if it were to happen, I think it'll be interesting. I'm more excited if this happens with a Switch Pro, because if we have a more powerful Switch, we can start getting more native ports on the Switch. And that would be amazing. I can definitely see more 60 frame per second games coming to the Switch, especially if it's like the older titles too. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh my God, all these Johnny Sins comments. Jesus. We're all some horny bastards. $5 super chat from Asbelant. Jujutsu Kaisen really knows how to have dudes getting jumped. Yo. Oh shit. Facts. Anybody been watching Invincible? Yes, I've been watching Invincible, and I've been traumatized by Invincible. But it's actually a really good show. If you guys have Amazon Prime Video, check it out. Neo, what do you think about Samurai Champloo? No spoilers, please. Amazing. It's a top 10 series for me. I really wish that we can get like a full, proper HD transfer of it, because right now, if you're watching it on streaming services, all they have is the SD version. So I would love for them to re-release, first off, re-release the Blu-ray, and also re-release a high-def version on streaming, because it just, like, when you're watching that compared to, like, Cowboy Bebop and a couple other shows that are, like, when people say the quintessential series to watch, the fact that that shit is still SD is, ugh. What are your thoughts on the upcoming Suicide Squad sequel from James Gunn? I'm very excited about it because I'm a big James Gunn fan. I love basically everything he puts out for the most part. And it seems like this is going to be James Gunn unhinged. Like the way he's talking about it, he said it's the most fun he's ever had working on a movie ever. And James Gunn does not bullshit. That's what I love about him. He just tells it like it is. So for him to say he's had way more fun working on this than he did the Guardians movies, which I love the Guardians films, this has me excited. And I think if there ever was a person to work on edgy content that has an R rating, it's got to be James Gunn. I mean, because you look at the original Suicide Squad and whenever DC's tried to do R-rated stuff, and it just comes off as pretentious and try hard. But with James Gunn, it seems pretty cool. So I'm excited about it. I'll watch it in theaters. Ever watch Initial D? Yes, I have. I never thought I would like Initial D like that, but it was pretty cool. It just goes to show you that sometimes your initial impressions on something could be completely wrong. Oh, God, I can't wait for that new episode. After this stream cuts off, guys, I'm going to go make myself some dinner, and I'm going to watch Falcon and Winter Soldier. I can't wait. Check out Eden Zero. Okay. Oh, damn, yeah, I've heard really good things about the comic Dimwit Monkey. Everyone's hyping up the comic, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for the show to finish, and then I'm going to go back and read the comic just to see how well everything was done. The only thing I will complain about with Invincible is that it looks very low budget. Like the animation for the show, it looks like something I would have seen in the early 2000s. It does not look pretty. Did you hear about the live-action Gundam movie being made by Legendary? Yeah, I did, Fear No Hate. Also, what's up, Fear No Hate? How you doing, bro? I saw you before, but we were just talking about so much shit. Yeah, so for those who are unaware, Legendary is finally working on this Gundam movie that they've been talking about for a few years, and they've actually set a director and a writer for it. And not only that, this movie is going to be funded by Netflix. Yes, not a Gundam TV series, but a full-on live-action Gundam movie, and Netflix is footing the bill. You see, here's the thing. At first, I was thinking, okay, the odds of this happening are nah, it isn't happening. Because you know how these things are. They announce it, and it takes like 40 years for it to get made, if it ever gets made. But when it has Netflix attached to it, very few things that Netflix works on don't actually come to fruition. For better or for worse. There are some things I wish Netflix never greenlit. But this is really interesting. And the talent they have working on it, in terms of directors, Jordan Roberts, who worked on not Godzilla versus Kong Skull Island. That was a good movie. And it shows that he knows how to handle scale and scope, which is perfect for a Gundam movie. But here's my problem. Gundam, the mechs, all that stuff is kind of, even though it's an important part of the Gundam saga, depending on which one you're watching, you know, it's more about the characters. And depending on the shows, it could be just like melodrama in space, you know, like space soap operas. So you really need to nail the characterization for a Gundam movie to work. And the thing about this is, if they nail the characterization and they nail the mechs and everything, then this has the potential to be a long-running franchise. Something akin to, like, something that has, like, the epic scale and scope of, like, the Transformers, or I'd go so far as to say it could be Game of Thrones if they really nail the characterization. Which is, it kind of makes me sad because I would prefer them to do this as a TV series, because then you could get ongoing seasons developing the characters and the lore and the mythos. But if they're doing it as a movie and it's very successful, they have to think long term, Because if this thing works, like if it works and it has great characters and everybody loves it, you potentially have a $1 billion franchise on your hands. And then you have to start thinking about the budget. Like, how expensive is this going to be? Like, Netflix is no strangers to paying a lot of money for things, but doing a Gundam movie, it can't be done for anything. If I'm being realistic, $100 million. It's got to be at least $100 million. Anything less than that, I'd be very surprised that they could pull it off. But man, if this works, and I keep saying if this works, guys, we are in for a treat, because the Gundam legacy, yeah, obviously some shows are better than others, but there's a lot of really good fucking Gundam stories. The last one I watched was Iron-Blooded Orphans, and that was the first Gundam show I had watched, like, beginning to end since Gundam Seed and that weird animated one. The one with, like, the chibi robots and everything. Whatever that was, I didn't really like that one that much. But that was the last time I watched Gundam. And then I went back. And then I went... That was the last time I watched Gundam. And then fast forward like 10 plus years later, I watched Iron-Blooded Orphans. And I was like, oh, wow. All right. SD Gundam Force. Oh, God. Yeah, see, I did not like that shit, bro. It was some fuckery. I don't know if I was the only one, but yeah. You should wear a jacket so we can call you Glasses Jacket. I might start just cosplaying as a real life Persona protagonist. I might start doing that shit. I might. If Legendary is making this Gundam movie, what are the odds it'll be a part of the Monsterverse? Yo, I could see that shit. I could see that happening. But honestly, separate them. I don't just need to see mechs fighting Godzilla. I don't need to see Godzilla get beaten down again. I just want to have separate shit happening. A crossover would be cool, but let me get a good Gundam series first. Oh, look, we got a lot of Gundam fans in this chat. That's what's up. One thing I remember the most about was the intro song, I think, for Gundam Seed. Wasn't it it was by TM Revolution. Da na 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 na. Team Revolution, stay slapping. Yo, their intro for Soul Eater, Soul Resonance. Yo, that shit. Woo! All right, we got a $5 super chat from Purified Storm. 2 months, count them, 2 months until Xbox's E3 and Halo Infinite gameplay, release date, and potential beta announcement. What are your thoughts? So, I've been quiet about Halo Infinite, obviously, because we haven't seen much outside of the developer updates, but I want Halo Infinite to be amazing. I don't want Halo Infinite to just be an okay game. Halo Infinite has got to be on the level of Halo 3. If it's not on the level of Halo 3, then we are in for a very rude awakening. Because Halo, as I've famously said this on every single podcast, Halo is an institution. It represents more than just a game franchise. This is Xbox's legacy. This is their marquee title. This is their Mario. This is if this game slaps, it potentially will have millions of people buying an Xbox console who haven't bought an Xbox console since Halo 3. I don't want this game to come out and it be a forever work in progress. I don't want this game to come out and we have to wait for 6, 7, 8 months for them to put out new content. I want this game to have a fire campaign, and I want this game to have longevity with its multiplayer, which it will, just based off 343 and how they've supported the Master Chief Collection. So I'm excited to see more, but I don't want to get my excitement up too high based off of the past Halo games I've played. Halo 4 was okay, and then Halo 5's multiplayer was cool, but the campaign, what the fuck? Very beautiful games, though. Very beautiful games. Extremely beautiful. Especially if you guys play Halo 4 on PC. Oh, God, that game just... whew. Yeah, man. Godzilla. I know. TM Revolution. Don't miss. I am watching this in a Winn-Dixie and the phone is blasting on speaker. I'm also shopping. Hey, look at that. Oh, Winn-Dixie. Okay. Yeah, up here, what do we got? Up here in the Northeast, we got Stop and Shop, which is giant depending on where you go. We got ShopRite. We got Key Foods. Well, that's it for as far as like New York. I know other places have Aldi's and other stuff, but we don't have that over here. At least in my area, we don't. I always love going down south because I can go to HEB. I can go to Publix. And we don't really have a lot of Walmarts here. Like the closest Walmart to me is down in Queens. We used to have a Walmart like 20 minutes away from me, but they shut that shit down. It was not a good place for a Walmart. It was a Walmart without a parking lot, guys. It was a Walmart with a parking garage that you had to pay for. Yeah, Wawa is the truth, man. Any of y'all go to Jersey? Wawa is the shit. I don't know. Wawa probably exists in other places too, but for me, closest is New Jersey. Yeah, we just got our first Wegmans. I say we, I say me. If it's within 20 minutes of me, we got our first thing. So we got it last year, like around the time right before the pandemic started. They opened up a Wegmans. And it is dope. It is dope as shit. I go there at least like every other week. And I just took my mom there for the first time last Monday, and she had a ball there. She's like, "Oh my God, this place is amazing." I said, "Yes, it is, Mom. Yes, it is." Yeah, we need to see Ultraman. We need to see Ultraman in the Monsterverse. I can see that. It's more believable. Favorite Lay's chip flavor? Well, obviously, you guys know I love sour cream and onion Pringles, so I'm tempted to say sour cream and onion. But honestly, you can't go wrong with barbecue. I was very basic with Lay's because it's not my favorite chip, so I kept regular flavor, barbecue, sour cream and onion. I tried salt and vinegar when I was a kid. I was like, oh my God, what? But yeah, I would say barbecue or sour cream and onion. I'm a very basic guy. What about you guys? What's your all-time favorite chip flavor? For me, it's sour cream and onion Pringles. And after that, Cool Ranch Doritos. Actually, I like a lot of Doritos. I like the purple Doritos, the chili ones. I like the regular Doritos too. But Cool Ranch is the shit. Oh, God. Y'all are hyping me up on this Falcon Winter Soldier. I can't wait. What do you want to see out of E3 2021? I want to see a lot of new games. And I want to see games that have concrete release dates. I know, obviously, with the state of the world, I always say if you see a game coming out, just anticipate that it's going to get delayed at least 6 months, a year, or at least delayed repeatedly. So I don't anticipate that anything is really going to stick this year. I even have my reservations about some titles that we think are going to come out this year. They might be pushed to next year. But yeah, if I had to take a guess of what I want to see, I do want to see more gameplay from the Xbox first parties. I know a lot of the games they showed off at the showcase last year were CGI trailers because they're still working on them. But I think in a year's time, COVID withstanding, they should have more to show. And I would prefer to them to show alpha gameplay rather than showing just the CGI trailer. Because I don't get hyped for CGI trailers. Like, I'm excited for Fable. Like, the fact that Playground Games is working on Fable is amazing. But that trailer did nothing for me. I was like, oh, Fable, yay. No gameplay. So, yeah, I just want to see gameplay. Tangible gameplay, less CGI trailers, and Judgment 2. Oh, we got the homie Bobby coming through. GC Plugs with the 999 super chat, just supporting the bro. Hope your weekend's been good. Hope your week's been good. Well, thank you, brother. My week's been pretty solid for the most part. Pretty chill. Nothing too crazy happening this week, which the older I get, that's all you can really ask for. If shit just goes according to plan and it's chill vibes all around, then that's a great week in my book. Nothing too crazy has happened. This weekend is going to be pretty chill too. Next week's going to be exciting because the Demon Slayer movie comes out and me and my sister got tickets to go see it in IMAX. So that's going to be dope. And yeah, before you know it, we're going to be in a whole new month. We're going to be in May. This month is just flying by, you guys. Holy crap. It's insane. So I found this site that shows when you subscribe to YouTube channel. You were the 10th sub on December 2009. Stormsync was 2 prior. Oh, wow. That's a throwback right there. Yeah, we got a lot of, at least, at the very least, we have a lot of like TV shows and movies to watch over the next couple months. Like we got Falcon and Winter Soldier's finishing up. Then we have the Bad Batch from Star Wars, or as I call it, the Bad Bitch. And then we have Loki. And then we have Black Widow. And then this fall we have Shang-Chi, Eternals, the new Spider-Man movie at the end of the year. But you know what I really want to see? I want to see that new Ghostbusters movie. I can't wait. The director of the movie, Ivan Reitman's son, he just showed the movie to Ernie Hudson. And I just, the fact that they're treating this with more respect than they did the 2016 movie, that has me excited. Hey, look who it is. I was wondering how long it would take you to show up. We got Mr. Platink. You got to tell me, how do I pronounce your name, bro? Is it Mr. Platink? I feel like that's how it's supposed to be pronounced, but I used to call you Mr. Platning. See? Fucking shit up. I fucking everybody's names up. You know what I'm saying? So Kingdom Hearts Union Cross's conclusion was split into 2 parts and will end in June. Okay, so I don't follow this at all, Corey Gryffindor. I wait for the like the recap videos. But was it veering towards an ending, or are they gonna do the typical Square bullshit where we're just gonna end it and then tease you guys with another game? Thoughts on Tron Legacy? Soundtrack is beautiful. Yes, Tron Legacy is. I don't want to say it's an underrated gem because I feel like everybody knows how great that movie was. And the soundtrack, I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. I still listen to that soundtrack to this day. I haven't watched the movie. Like, for me, I've only seen the movie a few times, but I still listen to that soundtrack. It is a bop. Shit, I might need to go rewatch the movie this weekend. Platink. Okay, there we go. Mr. Platink. There we go. Appreciate the support, brother. Good to see you. As each day passes, we get one day closer to E3 and seeing Breath of the Wild 2. I hope. Man, if they don't show off Breath of the Wild at this E3, just fucking, I don't know what to say, bro. It's been like, Nintendo, outside of Microsoft, what they just did last year, Nintendo used to be the company that's like, we only show games off when we're ready to release them. Bayonetta 3, Metroid Prime 4, Breath of the Wild 2, like all these fucking games, they just announce and they don't show it off. It's killing me, bro. It's killing me. Yo, I mean, bro, like when Daft Punk collaborated with Kanye, Black Skinhead, that shit, bro, oh my God. Can we talk about Sonic music? Sonic music is GOAT. I just heard what I presume is a white girl screaming outside, so either we are in the plot of a horror movie or I gotta mind my damn business. Have you seen the video of Ray Chase voicing the master in the latest story update? No. You see, those are things, Corey Gryffindor. Like, I like Kingdom Hearts, but when they started doing all this, like, interconnected mobile game shit, I kind of phased out. Because I'm like, I'm done with this shit, bro. Like, but, you know, it's cool that people like you keep up with this stuff, because then it prompts me to be like, all right, you know what? Let me check out this recap video. You know? Oh, see, Asbel knows about that shit. There you go. Hey, Neo, have you finished Naruto Shippuden? Yeah, I finished it a few years ago. Well, I didn't finish the anime. I finished the manga because that anime, that filler, oh, that took me out. But I did watch the final couple episodes, you know, because you got to do that. One of my favorite scenes from, if we're talking like end of Naruto, was I think it was from the last Naruto movie where it had like the post-credit scene where it flashed forward into the future. And it showed Naruto and Hinata married, and it had their kids tackle Naruto as he was training outside on the balcony. That was, man, if you're talking about moments that really hit you and everything comes full circle, like despite all the bullshit that happened in Naruto and the writing going out the window, just seeing that scene, like Naruto being married to Hinata, and his kids, him being a father, and just that stuff, that was just so beautiful. I love that scene. I love that shit. That shit should have been the actual ending of the anime. But, oh, man. Then we got Boruto. It's just Ray voicing the master just for fun. Oh, wait. So that's not an actual clip? I thought that was a clip. Oh. What games would you want Rockstar to make? I want Rockstar. You know what? Rockstar, well, obviously, they only make one game a fucking decade, which kills me now. Well, 2 games if you're lucky. But Honestly, I would love to see a new IP from Rockstar. Like, yeah, we have GTA, we have Red Dead, but honestly, Red Dead is one of those series where leave it alone. Don't come back to Red Dead for another like 10 plus years. Like, one thing I love about Red Dead Redemption 2 is that there's 8 years between them, and I think that's perfect. Because games like Red Dead, they don't come along often, but when they do, holy shit, amazing. So I would love to see a new IP from Rockstar. Maybe them do something different. Maybe switch genres, you know, because they've been doing open world for ever. That's their forte. But maybe switch genres and do something different. That would be great because you can still bring the characterization that you see with the characters, but just more to like a different genre, maybe something more linear. That'd be interesting. I would love another bully game, but I would say in this culture, we can't handle another bully game. But then again, it's fucking Rockstar. These niggas don't care. So another bully game would be great. Another Max Payne would be an awesome. But then again, it's like, do you want Max Payne from Rockstar or do you want Max Payne from Remedy? Like maybe they can like negotiate the rights and Remedy can make a new Max Payne. That'd be something else, man. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Corey. I see what you're saying, bro. What character would you ask your wife to cosplay as? So you know. Okay, you talking about some freaky, kinky shit. Ooh, that's a good question. I haven't really given this question a lot of thought. You gotta come back to me for that one. I don't know. Hey Neo, what are your thoughts on Robert Storm's losing weight? It's a good thing. That's a good thing. He's been back and forth with losing weight. He loses weight, he puts some back on, loses weight, as everyone does in life. But it's good. Anyone losing weight, I support them in that endeavor. You know, because it's all about longevity here. And when you are at the weight where it's causing you a lot of health problems, that's gonna diminish the time you have here on Earth. So getting down to a healthy body weight is extremely, extremely important, especially for the stuff that we do as content creators. We spend a lot of time sitting in front of a computer and editing and not really moving. So it's imperative that we first off keep our weight in check and also stay active so we can sit in front of a computer screen for hours on end and minimize the effects of that. Oh, damn. People are throwing out some Naruto recommendations. Okay. Yoruichi. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with Rockstar. Obviously, they're working on GTA 6. We know that. But, man, I miss the Rockstar that gave us things like, you know, Bully and fucking Manhunt and, what else? What else? Fucking Midnight Club 3 Dub Edition. That was Rockstar, right? I don't even fucking remember at this point. It was so long ago. Let me just double check. Because I don't know why I always thought that was Rockstar. That was Rockstar. Fuck, I don't know why I forgot that shit. Because it's been so fucking long. Yeah, man. Let me see what Rockstar... Let's just look at the games that they've put out in the past 10 years. Oh, God. This list is going to be so small. All right, here we go. So the last new games Rockstar's put out in the past 10 years. New game. Oh my God. Agent is still TBA. Oh God. Let's see. So Red Dead Redemption 2, 2018. We're talking about new games. We're not talking about re-releases or VR and stuff like that. Red Dead Redemption 2, 2018. GTA 5, 2013. Max Payne 3, 2012. L.A. Noire, 2011. Red Dead Redemption 2010. And then we have all the GTA DLCs. Yeah, Rockstar, man. Man, you remember Rockstar table tennis? That shit was low-key fire. All we've had for the past 10 years is GTA 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2, which I don't mind. They're great games. But, man, that's all we've had. And with GTA, we keep getting that shit. Because that game is making too much money. That game is making too much fucking money, bro. We ain't never gonna get another game. We're just gonna get GTA Online every day, all day. GTA 5 on PS3, GTA 5 on PS4, GTA 5 on PS5. Oh god. I always wonder, like, who keeps buying this fucking game? But there's so many new people playing it, and people buy it because it's cheaper to get the shark cards from the game itself than actually buying them. Oh god. Man, if only one day we're gonna get this shit. Oh man, that shit just got me depressed, bro. I remember we used to have multiple Rockstar games. What happened? I remember a time. Oh, Grand Theft Auto 5 role playing. I think you can do role playing on the PC servers though. Man, but for me, I don't really play GTA Online like that. I only play it like a couple times a year. But man, what I remember is on GTA 4. Oh my god. Bro, GTA 4's online, literally, it was the definition of we made our own fun. So most people, when they play GTA Online, like at least GTA 4, they would do like the races and deathmatch or whatever. What we would do, man, is it did not matter, man. We used to have 8 niggas in an Xbox Live party. Because, you know, on PlayStation, they ain't got no parties. So we played all the multiplayer shit on Xbox. And we would have 8 niggas in a party, and we would all be playing GTA 4, and we're all in the world, and that's what we fucking did, man. We just bullshitted, bro. We would all get the helicopters and the fancy cars, and we would do like duos and shit, where it's like 4 teams, 2 per team, and we would go and just try to take people out, and we would have helicopter fucking shootouts. And man, GTA 4 online was fucking fun, dude. That shit, man. And parachuting and all that. I mean, you can do all this stuff on 5, but on 4 it was different. That shit hit different, bro. That shit hit different. Yep, the airport. And then you'd be in the cars with people who can't be driving, and then you're like, what the fuck, you crashed us. Oh god, I remember those. Man, there was just something so novel about your first time playing online. Like my first time really getting engrossed in online was on Xbox Live. Because I mean, I dabbled with it on PlayStation 2, but I didn't really play anything like that. But with Xbox, it was just so easy. You know, you just party, headset. Dude, man, I'm just getting so fucking nostalgic now. I remember with Modern Warfare 2. Dude, I'll never forget this shit. So I remember that year, it was 2009. We were like, winter break was the only time I was allowed to play my consoles. So I remember buying Modern Warfare 2 when it came out and not really playing it much because, you know, I had homework and everything. And so winter break, I just finished up everything, the campaign. I was playing online, and I'll never forget this shit. It was New Year's Eve. And in my house, we don't do anything crazy for New Year's Eve. We just watch the ball drop. Hooray! And we go back to our business. So I was playing Call of Duty, and I was in the party chat with my boys and everything. And since we were all in different time zones, like East Coast, Pacific time, Central time, you know, UK time and all that, we all celebrated at different times. And, you know, we used to be in those lobbies deep, bro. Like there were times where I was playing. I can't do this shit no more because I get tired. But there was a time where I would like turn on my Xbox and I'd be playing that shit for 8 hours straight, man. It was just fun because it's not just playing games. It's just talking to your friends and playing games. Like literally, sometimes I'd be playing single player stuff where I don't care about the story, but I'm hanging with my homies and we're just talking and shooting the shit. So that night, we were all playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. And I remember getting off the, not getting off the game, but I said, oh, yo, guys, I'll be right back. I'll be back in like 3 minutes. I left at 11:57 to watch the ball drop with my family, say, hooray, champagne, yada, yada. I just went back at 12:05. And I was like, all right, guys, the ball dropped. Happy New Year from the East Coast. And then my boys did the same when it came time on theirs. Bro, I miss those times. I mean, you still do that shit now, but back then when you, like the first time you did it, it's like everyone remembers their first time. Good times. We got a $5 super chat coming in from Choppa Man. I noticed that you have the 8-bit Do controller up there. Are you planning to get the 8-bit Do Pro 2? It's the same price and has better features. So I found out that they were making that controller. I don't really follow too many of these controller companies much. until I see the reviews of the product, because that's what really matters. Spawnwave he uploaded a video on it. I have to check it out. But what are some of the newer features of this controller? Because this controller, it serves me fine for what I need. I use it on my Switch for a lot of the games that require D-pads, or they're heavily focused on D-pads, or if I play classic NES games, I use it. And it's nice, but what are the features of this? Yeah, they don't really care about the story mode anymore, because the story mode has a cap of user engagement. With online, obviously, there's new people playing every single day, and then you could keep them engaged for such a long time. So, you know what, NKDN, I'm surprised they didn't do this sooner, bro. Hold on, because you out here praising everybody for the super chats. Yeah, I could have sworn I made you a mod, but I didn't. Okay, well that fixes that. But yeah, GTA Online, like, I'm happy for the people that enjoy it. Like, my ex's nephew plays it religiously, and it was him and his stepbrother, and they were in the same house playing GTA Online with different Xboxes. I was like, damn, bro, is that deep? He's like, yeah, it's that deep, bro. Mind you, this kid's like 13. He was like, he's not even 13, is he? Yeah, he is. He was a baby. He was like a toddler when GTA 5 came out. It's crazy, man. It's crazy, bro. What would happen if PlayStation got a year-long exclusivity for GTA 6? Yo, if PlayStation got a year-long exclusivity for that game, bro, niggas gonna be pissed. But I don't even think Rockstar would really allow that, because if they launch a GTA with a new GTA Online, they don't give a fuck about it being exclusive. They're gonna put that bitch out on everything if they can, you know? So I think that Sony would have to pony up. I'm talking legitimately over $100 million. They would have to cover the development cost of that game in order to secure a year-long exclusivity. Because here's the thing about Rockstar, guys. Rockstar games print money. I'm not talking about they make their budget back. No. Rockstar games print fucking money and make headlines to the point where people outside gaming report about it. Rockstar is not strapped for cash. So if PlayStation were to get a year-long exclusivity deal, that has to be a lot of money. And at that point, for a year, why would you spend $100 million? There's a whole bunch of other things they could do. They could fund a couple of games. They could buy studios. I don't think a year-long exclusivity is really going to help them. But who knows? Stranger things have happened, you guys. And this PlayStation is being very bullish about securing exclusive content. And look, they already have exclusivity for Final Fantasy 16 and that Project Athea game, Forsaken. That's what it's called now. Or Forspoken. That's what it's called now. So even if those games have just a year exclusivity attached to it, that's a lot. And that's going to prompt people to play the games immediately if they really do slap. So they're going to have to buy a PlayStation. But man, if they can get GTA 6, oh my God. That's a Rockstar game, bro. Okay, so it has pro back paddle buttons, custom profile switch buttons, 3 profile switches on the fly. Oh, wow. So it's kind of like the Xbox Elite controller then. Damn, that sounds pretty dope. Bro, I wish I waited if I knew they were going to do that. Because I just bought this like last spring. And I mean, I love it. It's cool. But now that the cool one is out, man. But honestly, I'll be 100% real, Chopper Man. For the games that I play, I don't really need all that crazy customization. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'll be okay with this for now. Why didn't Rockstar put GTA 5 onto Switch? If I had to guess, the Switch can run it. But it would, honestly, I don't know how they, it'd just be a lot of work. Because it's not only bringing over the campaign, it's bringing over the online mode. And that game has a problem running on the current consoles as is. You know, it's not even 60 frames. It's only 30. So I think it's just a lot of work and also storage too. Because GTA 5 is a really big game. So storage is definitely going to be the biggest issue. But yeah, Rockstar in general, they don't really release a lot of stuff on Nintendo anyway. Like, what was the last major game they released on Nintendo? I'm not talking about a port. I'm talking about a major day-and-date release. What was that? Like Grand Theft Auto Chinatown Wars on the DS? Yeah, Rockstar don't really be caring, man. Yeah, exactly, Jeffrey. They would have to pay way too much money. And at that point, it's not even worth it for a game that they already know is going to sell millions on the first day. So it doesn't make sense for them to keep it exclusive. Now, they're probably going to get exclusive content like they did with Red Dead Redemption 2 and how they're doing with this GTA 5 update. That's more feasible because at the end of the day, provided you have a game, it doesn't, the exclusive content is negligible. Unless it's like Xbox where they secured the DLC, timed exclusive. Lost in the Damned and Ballad of Gay Tony. I remember they had that shit for like, what, a year? Well, and a year is a long time in Rockstar time. What do you think about Fire Emblem Three Houses? I might be getting it tomorrow. Amazing fucking game. One of the best games on the Switch. If you love tactical strategy games, if you love great characters, fantastic. Dude, I can't speak enough about that game. It's dope. But I think it's about time I wrap things up here, ladies and gentlemen. We've been going for a little over 2 hours now, and your boy Neo is got to get himself some food, and he's got to get ready to watch the new episode of Falcon and Winter Soldier. But you guys, as always, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for kicking it with me on this Friday night. We had a nice, consistent 100-ish streak going. Thank you so much for everybody for the super chats. You guys are the best. And there's going to be more content coming to the channel. It's just the past like couple of weekends. I know every time I say this, the past couple of weekends have been crazy because I had videos recorded, but then I get into my creator mode where I'm like, oh no, I got to re-record this and do it again. And then every time I try to stream, for whatever reason, something fucks up. But everything is now. I did a couple of test streams behind the scenes, and Kingdom Hearts 3 is good to go, and Neo 2 is good to go. So those will be happening soon, provided something crazy doesn't happen this weekend. Knock on wood. But yeah, oh damn, you just joined. Oh, don't worry, Yatogami, there's a really good playback for you to watch later on. But yeah, you guys, as always, continue being the amazing people that you are. Be excellent to each other, be excellent to one another. And yeah, from me to you for now, my name is NGS signing out, and like always, I will catch you guys later. Peace out, everyone. Have a good night. Oh yeah, and by the way, don't forget to hit that like button, though. Peace.